apologized to the community. But I was not alone. He conned bishops. He conned reverends. He conned pastors. He conned all of us. He cannot do it a second time. This whole thing of Wednesday was a scheme by William Ruto to touch businesses belonging to the Mount Kenya people, loot them, and then try to blame it on their leaders so that they can hate us the way they hated Uhuru Kenyatta. Yeah?
But you have no evidence.
I am?
Do you have evidence?
That we have evidence. What evidence do you need, Michelle? These businesses were touched when police are watching. These policemen belong to the government. What other evidence do you need? I'm asking, since Wednesday, Michelle, how many goons have been arrested? Protesters in Kerugoya were arrested, 25 are taken to court. The goons who touched a supermarket in Kerugoya have not been arrested. The goons who touched things in Nyeri have not been arrested. The people who touched things here in Nairobi and looted, they have not been arrested because they cannot be arrested because they were sponsored by the government. And everybody knows. And I want to tell my friend William Ruto, when you are in a hole, my brother, you stop digging. Don't dig deeper.
My people, if you have not checked out the interview between Rigathi Gachagua and NTV, you need to check out my live stream yesterday or my live stream right now, because something big is boiling up. Something big is cooking up. Can you imagine? Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua made fun of this particular government, and in fact, he went ahead and exposed this kind of government incompetence. Look at this.
You have persecuted our community. You have humiliated our community. You now have a scheme on how to destroy their businesses and try to blame their leaders, and then you want to persecute their leaders. The wall you are starting with the mountain and the people of Kenya, you will not be able to control it. You go ahead and do what you want to do. Kipchumba Murkomen, you say you want to arrest me tonight, please just go ahead. I'm here, you know where I am. You don't even have to wait for this interview. You can come after this. But I want to tell you, the people have had enough. You know, this persecution of the community, this humiliation of the community is too much, you know, and I don't think it's going to happen again. And the people are not going to allow it, because where it has reached now, it's just too much, you know. How do you organize goons to destroy businesses belonging to a community that voted you into office under police supervision?
Let's talk about why there are protests on the streets to begin with. And what Kenyans are asking for is good governance, better governance at the end of the day. Gen Z are saying Ruto must go.
Yes.
That's what you are saying, Mr. Gachagua.
Yes.
But the president says that's your entire plan. Ruto must go, that you have no vision behind that.
That's what he
What's your
says.
answer to him today?
President Ruto says we have no plan. We have a plan to send him home. It's a very important plan in the whole matrix.
And then what?
We have plans to restore the dignity of the payslip. We have plans to restore the health systems. We have plans to restore the education system. We have planned to have justified taxation and proper utilization of collected taxes. But all those things we have plans to stop abductions. We have plans to stop extrajudicial killings. All those things, Michelle, cannot happen when William Ruto is in office, because he's the one who has messed the country. All his plans are responsible for the shit we are in as a country, for the hole we are in as a country. For those plans to take place, plan number one is William Ruto must exit the space, and then all the other plans can work. And that is why he says we have no plan, because the plan that we have is to exit him. Ordinarily, he wouldn't like it, and I don't want to blame me for it. But I want to say we have plans, but it's a prerequisite for all these plans to work, for us to stop corruption, for us to stop tribal appointments, for us to restore the dignity of the payslip, for us to restore education, the university financing model that can work, for us to restore health care and make sure that things are working. President William Ruto must be sent home. That is our plan. That is a plan of Gen Z. Indeed, it's a plan by the people of Kenya. As we go around the country, I heard him today crying about one term. There's nothing he can do. Okay. That is a clarion call, one term.
Part of what you said is that you would like to fight for the dignity of the payslip.
Yes.
Because Kenyans feel raided,
yes,
so to speak,
yes,
by the taxation under the Kenya Kwanza administration. How do you plan to do that?
We must have reasonable taxation. Michelle, the housing levy. Nobody wants government to construct houses for you. That's not the work of government. The work of government, Michelle, is to do roads, water, electricity, sewage, and create a good environment by provision of security. It's not the work of government to build houses. Michelle, you'll build your own house, depending on your capacity and your ability, So we are taxing people money to go and build houses that they don't need. Nobody is interested in that housing program. So that one we are going to scrap. We are going to scrap that the housing levy so that we start giving a relief to the payslip. The issue of NSSF, it's something that needs to be discussed. You cannot impose, force people to save, because people are saving on their own, by the way. And saving is an individual decision, Michelle. You may want to live your good life now when you are young and energetic, and you cannot force people to save. So that is something else we are going to look into. Again, Michelle, we want to tax people, and people have no problem with the taxation. What people want is proper utilization of their taxes. We don't want to tax people to go and put up, renovate state house and lodges for William Ruto. Those state houses have been there since 1900. He is spending billions of shillings renovating that state house like he's going to live there forever, or like it's his personal house. It isn't. We are saying that our administration will have reasonable taxation and will do proper utilization of those taxes to the benefit and satisfaction of the people of Kenya.
Right. So let's talk about the DCP party, which is a vehicle that you've coined to get into power. Now, critics say that your party's leadership is dominated by tribesmen and political allies from the Mount Kenya region. Others say that the cousin tag that you've coined that is now going viral is you repackaging tribalism as a reform to make it cool. Why has it been so difficult for you to shed off that tribal tag?
Well, that is a narrative by William Ruto. William Ruto is an expert in creating narratives. I've just told you he created for us, the mountain people, a narrative that Uhuru Kenyatta is a drunkard and useless, and we believed him. He's a very believable fellow. But as we go on, people are learning that he's a liar and he's deceptive. My party, the party that I have formed, DCP, is not a tribal party. The deputy party leader, Cleophas Malala, is from Kakamega. He's not from Kirinyaga or Nyandarua. The Secretary General, Hezron Ubaga, is from Kisii. That is not Embu. The Deputy Secretary General, Ole Kamwaro, is from Narok. That is not Embu. The Deputy Secretary General Strategy, Mable Owino, is from Kisumu. That is not Wamanyoro. Let me tell you, it's a narrative created by William Ruto. According to William Ruto, when he and Raila Odinga gets together, that is national integration and national unity. If Rigathi Gachagua sits with Fred Matiang'i, with Kalonzo Musyoka, with Eugene Amalwa, and others, that is tribalism. Tribalism, according to William Ruto, is anybody who is not in his praise and worship team. But if you agree to sing his song, you are a nationalist. And in matters, tribalism, look at today at the promotions that were done by the Department of Defense. All the senior positions were given to his tribesmen. And he is in everywhere saying people are tribal. If you look at parastatals in Kenya, there are about 250. 92 of them, the CEOs are from the Kalenjin community. That is tribalism. If you look at key institutions, even where he has given other communities, he has put PSs from his community under them. And let me tell you, why has the cousin narrative gone viral? If it was a bad thing, why would it go viral? William Ruto cannot dictate to us how to refer to each other. I am looking for my family lineage. Yeah? The Kambas are my cousins because the language they speak and the one I speak, we understand each other. The Mijikenda are our cousins. The Kisis are our cousins. The Luyas are our cousins. The Kurias are our cousins. The Maasais are my in-laws.
Right.
Lemeru, the Embu are my brothers and sisters. William Ruto cannot dictate to me on how to relate with the family, you know, and he should keep on family matters, you know. He can relate with Raila Odinga. He calls him his brother. We don't have a problem. The Luyas and Luos have been calling each other Chemeji. Nobody has ever had a problem. Let me tell you where the whole of this thing is. This annoyance is the place of the mountain in Kenyan politics. The mountain, because of their numbers, where they are is the winning lot. William Ruto is bitter that he won the election with the mountain. The mountain has left him to join others. And that is why they are saying this casting thing is a bad thing. But when the mountain voted for him, he was very happy. He never called us tribal. He was saying we are very good people. He was always visiting us. We don't have a contract with him. And he shouldn't have a sense of entitlement that the mountain must be with him. Right. The mountain has left him. The mountain is with other people.
Let's talk about governance.
And the sooner he appreciates that the mountain people have a democratic right to work with other Kenyans, not him. It cannot be by force, because he wants to force us to like him or to vote for him. And we will not. We have a responsibility. We have a democratic right to work with Kalonzo. We have a democratic right to work with Matiang'i. We have a democratic right to work with Eugene Wamalwa. We have a democratic right to work with the Mijikenda. Why is he having a problem with that?
I'm glad you bring us there. Let's talk about good governance.